everyone, author DL Tillery here, the Mistress of Horror, and welcome back to my channel. This is my monthly podcast, and you're getting a little earlier than you usually do, because July has already been crazy. This is probably going to be like a 3-part podcast segment that I'm going to talk about just a few different things. One is going to be about the AuthorTube writing conference that I am actually a part of this year. Really great conference. Then I'm going to talk about the 7-day book challenge that I decided to do, and also what I have going on that's coming out soon, which I like to talk about that each month because things change as each month goes by. So jumping right into the first segment, the AWC AuthorTube Writing Conference is actually Friday, July the 15th was the first day of the conference, and it was amazing. So it was very well put together. It's very well organized. It's very fun. You have it's so informative. Lots of different workshops and presentations, webinars to take all the information in. I am presenting on Sunday, which will be the 17th of July at 11:20 a.m. And I'm talking about how to structure and complete a short story. I took a few of the workshops today, 3 of them, and I'm going to fit in a lot more. I believe there's 41 presenters for the conference, which is amazing number, and it's already so much to learn and so much to take in, which is great because usually even if it's something that you already do and or something that you think you are aware of, if you hear someone else's perspective, it could actually make something go ding, 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 and it could help you figure something out that you didn't previously figure out. And you get to actually talk to other authors, doing some of the Giuseppe room times, have a happy hour. There's different ways to talk with other authors besides the each presentation has a Q&A at the end of it, so you get to actually talk to the person that's presenting and ask questions based to what's going on in the presentation. So it's really great. Having a good time, really enjoying myself. So I'm looking forward to the next couple days of the AWC. So check out the AWC if you didn't know about it or you are actually going to be attending or have attended. Let me know what you attended, what you plan to attend, what you learned in the comments. And if you haven't been a part of it, I have a link below to the conference that has a playlist of all the stuff that's going on. So with that being said, check it out, see what's happening. It's a lot. And it's really good. And you can always do replays if you missed the lives, which is really cool. All right, moving on to the second segment. And this is going to be a short, sweet type of podcast this month because I have a lot going on. So the second segment, like I said, I wanted to talk about my 7-day challenge. So I actually was teaming up with Tamara Woods and Carol Brown. They were doing the 7-day challenge, and I'm actually in the Goodreads, Tamara Woods Goodreads book club, where we read different books each month. And one of the books that we were reading brought this up. The name of the book that this is based on is A Book a Week: How I Outline and Draft a Full Novel in Just a Week. That is by Kate Hall. So that's the book that's the book that was for the month. And then Tamara decided to try this 7-day challenge. So I joined in and did go on a few of the sprints that were scheduled to write online. And I did actually manage to finish what I was doing. Now I decided to do a horror collection that I've been wanting to do for a while. So I decided to do that. So I drafted the 5 stories that was going to be in the collection, and I drafted the outlines. So I drafted the outlines that was going to be in the short horror collection. So I had 5 different stories to write. So technically I would have been writing one short story a day, but mostly the sessions was going to be, it would take me 2 of my sessions to write a short story, one of my short stories. So with 5, I did manage to finish them in that time. So I started on one Sunday and finished on the following Sunday. So I was able to complete the challenge. Granted, even though I have a very busy schedule, I'm a mom to a 6-year-old, and I have a full-time cleaning business that I run. Plus, I'm an author, so I do write other things. I have plenty of things I was already writing, working on, and I usually am in other things. I am a performance dance artist, so I usually have shows that I'm recording performances for and things like that. So I have a lot going on, a lot that I do. So trying to fit in my scheduling was not difficult because I'm kind of used to that, but it's still another thing I added on my plate. I did manage to finish it though, so I am patting myself on the back for that because that's the first time I actually completed a book in a week. I've completed short stories and novella-sized books in a week. So it ended up being around like 40,000 something words for the first draft because each story is drafted now. So now I have to go through the basic things that you do after you draft your book. So I'm looking forward to doing that, but I was quite proud of myself that I was able to finish it and get done. Which if you do end up taking or watching my live presentation on Sunday at 11:20 a.m. on my channel, then you will see some of the stuff I tell you about how to structure and complete a short story. So that's pretty much how I do that, and I was able to finish 5 of them in a week, which of course added up to be a full-size horror novel. So it was really, really cool to do that and did that challenge. I didn't do any live streams for it. I just did not have the time to do the setup to do the live streams, but I did actually manage to be on 2 of Tamara's streams that she did. So that was cool because usually when I do sprint with others, I do write a lot more, which is weird, but then I do. So yeah, it was fun. It's interesting. So if you're interested in doing the 7-day challenge, I think Tamara said they are going to do it again. But if you also just want to give it a try yourself and whatever week you want to do it, you can. So it's not really that difficult to do. It's kind of like following the structure of the book. That was another thing that we did. So if you want to find out, you can actually read the book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for pretty cheap if you are trying to get the ebook. That's what I purchased, the ebook. Again, it's a book a week, how I outline and draft a full novel in just a week. Self-Publishing Success 1. Kate Hall. I'll put a link to the book below just in case you want to check it out and follow the guidelines. Because another part of the challenge was to follow the guidelines of how this person actually writes a book in a week. So I took her layout for her outlining and utilized that. Some of the information in the book I kind of just wouldn't do personally, because she's talking about outlining, drafting the book, and then editing the book, and then publishing. She's like one of the people that publish really quickly, and I'm not going to put a book out unless it's professionally published by an editor. Of course, if you have an editor on hand, on call, who's going to edit your stuff as soon as you get it, and they can do it in that time, and you're going to be trying to put out a book that fast, and if your editor is also that fast, you still could possibly have it professionally edited. But I don't know, because there's a lot that you have to do to a book to put it out. So new people who are reading this book should try not to get confused or, do some things that they will regret later. So you have to really be, whatever her mindset is and whatever she does, that kind of would have to be the same thing, because some of the things that she does, I wouldn't recommend for a new writer and author, because it could lead you down a bad path. But all the other information in the book is quite usual that you'll hear from authors, but her way of outlining, I'm sure I've heard it before, but it has a very distinctive way of how she does it. So it's not my usual way that I outline. I have my own way of outlining, which again will be in my workshop, but it worked. It worked. It still worked, I was trying someone else's way. So yeah, if you're interested, try to give it a try. It's pretty cool. Or you can wait until Tamara is going to do it again, which she said she is going to do it again. I don't know exactly when, but if you are not subscribed to her channel, then go check it out. And so you can keep up for when she's going to do the 7-day challenge again. All right, and moving into the final segment of this podcast is my upcoming things. Of course, I mentioned this in my last podcast that I have Fractals, my short horror story, my second one coming out on July 26th, which is actually soon. That's in about 2 weeks. So not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. And I had a giveaway that happened. I did put a video up about it, so if you missed it, I'm sorry. But those giveaways will be going out close to the launch of the book. And the paperback, it will launch on the day of release. So you can get the paperback, which the paperback version of Fractals will come with 2 of my short flash fictions in the back. So you get a bonus for buying the paperback, which is $4.50. The ebook is 99¢. If you haven't pre-ordered it, why don't you slide on over to Amazon and pre-order Fractals so you can get a good scary time. The link for Fractals is always below. But yeah, so I had a good time with that. I did the giveaway, got a little cool package of a message from the main character, Tillery, within a card, and then you have a bookmark, a cell bookmark, a little mini backpack, like his little mini version of something you would carry on a hiking trip, because she does go on a hiking trip in the story. And it's a virtual, you get a printout of Tillery's checklist as well. And some snowflake stickers, of course, because it's all about the cold. It's the theme of the story. So you get some really cool little things. I might have some left over possibly that I could send out to people who purchase it and fill out a form, but I haven't decided to put out a form for that yet. I did have a form for the giveaway, but there's that. But anyway, I'll probably do a video or clip on Instagram of me before I ship out the people who did fill out the form and pre-ordered it. So again, if you didn't pre-order it, get on it. And then after Fractals is out, I have my romance horror poetry collection coming out by the end of summer. After that, Cagliostro is supposed to come out in October. That is the planned month. I will give a for sure direct date very soon once I work out some marketing logistics. And then that collection that I actually was, that surprised me when I did the 7-day challenge, I am planning to put that out after that. So it may come out this year. I'm not sure yet. I want to play with it. But it will actually have one of my short horrors that is already written, professionally edited, through all the channels. That one will be in there as well. And that one's La Draga that I talked about a little, but you will get to read it because it will be in my horror collection. Actually, another thing that I have coming out, I will be in the next HorrorTube anthology, or AuthorTube, AuthorTube anthology by Ray Jane and St. Clair. This one is called Lurking in the Dark. Some of my horror poetry will be in there, so you get to read some of my poetry for once if you haven't read any of it in the past. So look forward to that. That's another one of the things I'm in. And of course, you may not know, if you haven't heard before, that I am in an erotic anthology. So you'll get to read some of my erotica if you read erotica. So of course, some of it may be horror-based. I don't know. Some horror always seems to trickle into my stuff. But those things are going on. So the new addition is that horror collection I was talking about. And I'll give a little clue. It is about monsters from my world of my debut novel, Cagliostro. So it's all the creatures in the stories that's in the book are from characters and creatures that are from my universe and mythos of Cagliostro. So I can't wait to put that out, and I hope you enjoy, especially if you are going to be interested in Cagliostro. Then this is going to come out after Cagliostro, so that way you get a little bit more in depth into his world. And of course, don't forget When the Night Cries that I've been working on, which is the first book in the Nana's Children series, or Children of Nana series, which is a cosmic horror book series. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's going to be coming out probably winter 23, I want to say. So I'm going to be kind of rapid releasing, air quote, type of rapid release, so book after book. And then of course I already started working on Cagliostro book 2, which is called The Fading of the Veil. So I have so much going on, but I can always do more. Hence why I'm in the AWC Writers Conference, which I'm happy to be a part of. Anyway, thanks for listening to my podcast for this month. Check out the links below. chat in the comments, and I'll, of course, chat back. So I'll see you in the next one. Stay scared.